It is time for 901 FC to get reacquainted with their home pitch after 3 straight road fixtures. And tonight, they meet a first-time opponent ahead of them in the Central Division table. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of USL Championship Soccer. From AutoZone Park in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, Memphis 901 FC returns home to take on FC Tulsa. It is the first ever meeting between these two sides. And we welcome you into our broadcast booth here at AutoZone Park. Pete Pranica, Tim Van Horn, we have the call for you tonight. Tim, this is a 901 FC team that got points in each of their last 3 road fixtures, but boy, they are so happy to be home.
Oh, yeah, they did a great job on the road. Anytime you can scratch on the road, that's good, but it's nice to sleep in your own bed. It's nice to have the Bluff City Mafia at your back. And with a prolific scoring team like FC Tulsa, they're going to need every bit of help they can get. Yeah,
and Tulsa relies on Rodrigo DaCosta. He is among the league leaders in chances created and in goals scored.
Yeah, with 7 goals, 4 assists. This is a guy that can find pockets of space, and he is very light on those first touches he's able to convert. And his rate of success is one of the highest in all of the USL Championship. Not only is he good finding pockets in space, but he's also a good dead ball specialist. And on top of that, because he draws so much attention, he's got 4 helpers on the air, which means he makes everybody around him even better. This is a very, very prolific scoring FC Tulsa team.
That was an equalizer in their last match. Meanwhile, for Memphis 901 FC, Zach Carroll, this 901 FC defense has been very, very stingy.
Yeah, and I love seeing Zach Carroll's performance this year. He has grown. He's grown since last year. He's gotten better and better. And we've even seen him contribute offensively as well. But mainly, he and Kyle Morton and the rest of that back line doing a great job for 901 FC. They'll have to be on their toes to stop DaCosta, Suarez, and this Tulsa attack.
Memphis 901 FC has earned points in each of their last 3. They'll try to extend the streak tonight against FC Tulsa. We're back with the starting 11s and opening kick in a moment.
Things started to go bad for me after I got out the hospital. The bills just kept pouring in. Then the phone calls started day and night. And then they garnished my paycheck. That's when I called Hertz Law Firm. They stopped the garnishment and the phone calls. If you're having trouble with your bills, you need to call Hertz Law Firm.
Let us help you get out of debt and get a fresh start. Just call 725-1000.
Hertz Law Firm, 725-1000.
Hi, Spencer here with Volunteer Buyers, and I need to buy your house as is for a fair cash offer. We're buying houses all over the Memphis metro in any condition and any price range. I buy inherited houses, foreclosures, bad renter houses, vacant houses, even nice homes that you can't keep up with. And best of all, we can pay all your closing costs. So give me a call and let's talk. I'll make you a fair, honest cash offer and close when you're ready. Call 901-587-SELL.
For a local offer that's higher, call Volunteer Buyers. Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex. Termites.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex, here to help. Don't burn down the duplex. Terminex.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. AutoZone, your battery solution.
John Berner doing the guitar smash, Achilles injury and all. And Tim Van Horn, let's critique this. He's going with the golf swing to start with a guitar smash.
And it's a 3-wood, and I think that guitar got treated worse than the fax and the copy machine from Office Space, the movie. He demolished it.
Had a great visit with John during training this week. We'll talk about that more during the course of the match. Our starting lineups are presented by AutoZone. And for Tulsa, they come in with a record of 6 victories, 5 defeats, and 1 draw. Austin Warmel will be in goal tonight. Suarez, Santos will be up front, but DaCosta, a very dangerous midfielder. And for Memphis 901 FC, here is their AutoZone starting lineup. Kyle Morton, his third match in goal. Salazar got the equalizer at Indy 11 last week. He's up top with Kyle Murphy, who has 5 goals. Our coaches tonight, presented by XMC, that is Ben Pierman. First full season as the head coach for 901 FC after becoming the interim to close out last season. And Michael Encian, his third full season as the manager. He also started as an interim manager starting in June of 2018, a 4-year star on the pitch at the University of Dayton.
I'm excited. This has the makings of what could be a high-scoring game tonight, Pete. I think with DaCosta and Suarez. Now, Joaquin Rivas is out tonight. He's on Gold Cup duty with a very entertaining El Salvador team. But you have that pair for Tulsa, and then you've got Salazar if he can continue to grow his goal account. And you've got Kyle Murphy, who's been on a streak lately. This could be one of the matches of the week in the entire USL Championship, no doubt.
I had the opportunity to talk to Salazar at training on Thursday, and I asked him about some of the unlucky attempts he's had. He said, look, I'm a goal scorer. I'm a striker. This is what I'm supposed to do. I just have to keep putting balls on frame, and hopefully some will find the back of the net. 901 FC coming off a 1-1 draw at Indy 11 last week, in which Salazar had the equalizer moments after Indy 11 got on the board first. Salazar with a foul committed there. Meanwhile, for FC Tulsa, they have been up and down. They started out very, very well, winning their first 3. Then they had a 3-match losing streak. They are 2-1-2 in their last 5 matches, and coming off a 2-1 loss to Oklahoma City, and that was a match in which DaCosta, and we saw it in the top of the telecast, he had the equalizer on a direct free kick, but then they conceded the match winner to Oklahoma City 6 minutes into stoppage time.
It's really been a wild last week or so for both of these clubs. But the good thing for Memphis is, yes, they drew, but they came from behind. They didn't drop 2 points. They picked up a point.
Now the bit of danger there is Salazar was pressing forward, and Warmel had to come out and play. Memphis is in their black kits and white for Tulsa FC. This is the first meeting between the two clubs. They are both in the Central Division. Long ball run down by Niall Load, trying to turn the field around, but not able to get that accomplished. They will meet 4 times in the next 20 matches for Tulsa.
Tulsa, this is not their first visit here, but it's the first time we've played them.
Yes, the Tulsa Roughnecks. Shortly after 901 FC, it was announced that there would be a championship side here in Memphis. The Tulsa Roughnecks played the Colorado Rapids with Tim Howard in goal. This is Santos. Santos, good defensive work there by Raul Gonzalez, the former Memphis Tiger star.
Gonzalez had a terrific week against Indy last week. I thought he had probably the most physical activity of all the 901 FC players and held his own in that match. And again, that was a match where there really wasn't a lot of rhythm because 901 FC and Indy played very disruptively, even in the attacking third, like we just saw there with Salazar.
Long ball played in, but no one to get on the end of it. Dakers sprinting for it and is able to track it down in the corner. Kadeem Dakers crosses, but an inaccurate cross, held by Leston Paul, winning it in the air, and the ball still held by 901 FC, but then taken away. Tulsa, despite the fact they have 6 victories and 19 points in the table, they are -2 in goal differential. 901 FC -3. This is a Tulsa team that, well, they score a lot, but boy, they concede a lot too.
Which makes for exciting soccer, but if you're a Tulsa supporter, you hold your breath for the entire 90 minutes. And they have problems hanging on to those leads that they get as well. They've dropped some critical points where they could be higher up the table and be an even bigger threat to Birmingham Legion.
Yeah, because they got that equalizer 1 minute into stoppage time from DaCosta, and that was short-lived. 5 minutes later, match winner, and here is an interception Matt Sheldon sends it in. Dangerous ball and handled nicely by Kyle Morton, who has conceded just 1 goal in his first 2 matches between the sticks. Playing a nice direct ball intended for Salazar. Salazar trying to turn, claims a handball, and gets no love from our referee tonight, Adam Kilpatrick. Being assisted by Jeremy Smith and Ryan Starr, Rebecca Luther is our 4th official tonight.
Be interested to see how they work with DaCosta on the back line here, if that's going to be a tag team with Carroll and Logue. DaCosta can be tricky though. He'll make those lateral and those diagonal runs and make it very difficult. And a lot of that's going to fall on Dominic Oduro, and it's going to fall on Leston Paul too, to be physical in the middle third of the pitch to slow things down.
Salazar, he's dispossessed. He was looking for another whistle, but none comes. Flared out for Santos. Santos crosses. Properly cleared. Kisiadu winning it in the air. Intercepted by Matt Sheldon. And again, Santos working on the right. Santos. And that will be out for a goal kick for 901 FC. As we tell you, since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. We were talking about how dynamic this Tulsa side is. They have scored 8 of their 21 goals in the first half hour of matches. And they have scored 3 times inside the first quarter hour, but the flip side of that, they've conceded 4 times in the first quarter hour.
And I think this is the team that's not going to be phased in playing in a baseball/soccer stadium, because they do the same thing.
DaCosta, and that shot is just so saved after the initial save, and then coming in to save the day was Mark Segbers, who, as everyone knows who supports 901 FC, came on as an emergency keeper when Berner was injured.
Wow, the front spin off of the save had that one heading toward the goal. Of course, Mark Segbers, I think the secret, the cat's out of the bag, that I think maybe in another life he'd love to be a goalkeeper, and he was Johnny on the spot there.
Zach Carroll with a good win of the ball. Both of these teams struggle with passing accuracy. They're in the bottom third of the championship in terms of passing accuracy, right around 75%. Statistically, Tim, the major difference between these two clubs is FC Tulsa, very good at converting chances. Memphis 901 FC, not so much. In fact, Tulsa is second in the USL. They convert 22% of their chances.
And you talked about Salazar a moment ago, about him being unlucky. And the reason that we call it unlucky is because he does put himself in the proper position to finish. They just haven't gone his way. There's no, you know, if you flip the coin the other way, there's no reason that he's not sitting up there among the league leaders with DaCosta, because he's had ample opportunity, whether it be a terrific save or off the upright or off the crossbar. I think a little bit of luck, and you've got 2 guys that can score for Memphis 901 FC.
Here's another look at that chance. DaCosta, and then off the boot of Santos and the top spin. And Segbers, that is fantastic. There's your leading candidate for save of the week.
And no problem with Morton picking up the ball there, because that's not intentionally played to him. So by the laws of the game, he's perfectly within his rights to cover that up and use his hands.
Sheldon, and the foul called on Dakers. Tulsa 3-3-1 on the road. This is just the 4th home match, believe it or not, for 901 FC. They are 1-2-0 on their home pitch. The only victory coming over Atlanta United 2. Speaking of which, 3 points for 901 FC would vault them potentially over Atlanta United 2 in the Central Division table.
I think we've had this talk for the last 3 weeks. It's so the bottom 5 are so scrunched together. You know, a couple of wins and you're above the playoff line.
Into the 18, through ball, trying to get it to Murphy. That's chipped far post. It'll be out for a goal kick for Austin Wormel. Or no, I beg your pardon. It's our first Celtic crossing corner kick of the night. It's that triple touch on its way out.
Set up an opportunity for Raul Gonzalez. I know you spoke to Coach Ben Pierman this week about Raul and his dead ball expertise.
Yeah, they feel that they're getting better, and overall Ben Pierman said we just have to be better for 90 minutes. We're doing really good things in spaces. We need to do it for a full 90 minutes. And everybody's match fitness will be put to the test. The daytime temperatures here in Memphis well into the 90s. High humidity as well, but the entire pitch is in shade as the sun sets to the west. Gonzalez had some really good service against Indy 11, low driving ball, and I'm going to redo this. Adam Kilpatrick and the red shirt chatting with everybody and making jokes. Niall Loeb introducing himself to Kevin Garcia, jockeying for position.
I think he had reserved that spot 30 seconds ago.
So here we go. There's Austin Wormel. Low driving ball. Loose at the edge of the 18 in a foot race. 901 FC able to maintain possession. One of the things Ben Pierman said too about this match, he said, you know, FC Tulsa, they feel like they can work their way into the match. An opportunity. Salazar could not connect with Dakers, but oh my, that's Kyle Murphy. And bleeding from the back of his head. And so we're definitely going to have some attention to Kyle Murphy here. You saw there blood on the back of his head. And there's the clash of heads. Murphy will be tended to here.
Let's hope that a little bit of pressure will stop that bleeding very quickly and that it's something that can be treated on the sideline. Otherwise, Ben Pierman may be forced into his first substitution of the night because you don't mess with the head injuries. So this may take a moment to assess, and they need to take all the time that they can get it. Anytime that happens at full speed, that's a nasty knock. Even in slow motion, it looked bad.
Yeah, so I would imagine that there will be conversation, and I would imagine there would be a concussion evaluation for Kyle Murphy. And what a blow it would be to 901 FC if Murphy is not able to continue leading goal scorer for the home side with 5 goals.
Well, we saw what Kisiadu was doing. He was administering triage. He was cleaning his hands off, if at all possible, shorten any extent. If he's okay, the amount of time he might need on the sideline. But now the question is, will a bandage do? Will a little bit of gel do? And it looks like he's walking off at pace, so that's good. I don't think there was any malice in the contact. It's just 2 guys going after a low header, a 50-50 ball.
We will see how this ends up with Kyle Murphy. Played last year with the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Also played with San Antonio FC. You had an opportunity to see their park?
Yeah.
And see some former 901 FC players?
Yeah, Toyota Field Wednesday night. Was there for their national game against New Mexico United. Cam Lindley, Liam Doyle, Marcus Epps, all contributing greatly to their 3-0 win to beautiful stadium. They got 3 points. I came home with a refillable souvenir soda cup, so I think I was living my best life.
Indeed you were. So we'll see what the situation is with Kyle Murphy and if and when he is able to return. There's been no signal for a substitution at this point, so 901 FC just trying to hold the fort down here in the 15th minute. Leston Paul, direct ball for Salazar. Salazar settles with his head but is not able to keep it. Played by Cabato near the midway line, and the foul to Memphis.
And that's not a bad foul in that particular part of the field, because Memphis down to 10 men right now, so the more they can delay, then the better off they can maybe hold this off. I know Rashawn Dolly is now getting up, Francis Atua Henning getting up on the sideline just as a possible option.
Sheldon, marked by Gonzalez. Sheldon trying to cross it and then deflect it out. I think less than Paul got it, so ruled a goal kick for 901 FC.
And again, delay, not a bad thing here. Let's see if Kyle Morton, last time he put the ball about a yard outside the box. Let's see if he's sneaky again. He's watching the assistant referee. Yep, there he goes again.
Yep, just outside the 6. He's going to look at Lauren Kisiadu.
It's only a violation if you get caught.
Ball played too far for Salazar. So make a mental note, probably about 3 to 4 minutes of injury time already accumulated, I think, in that knock to Murphy. Dakers into the 18. He's triple marked, and that's sent away. And that will be another Celtic crossing corner kick for 901 FC. They have already surpassed last week's total of corner kicks.
Good 1-2 work by Salazar and Dakers to spring Kadeem down the line. Gonzalez with another chance here. And I'm going to guess that there's probably maybe even going to be 5 minutes of stoppage time at least, because I'm guessing in this weather, hydration break.
There will be a hydration break. There has to be. I took a 6-mile walk today. I needed several hydration breaks.
You got too many guys wearing black out there. They need hydration.
Paul sends it in. No one there. Warmel on the handle. Sean Lewis is their other keeper, but he conceded 18 goals in 8 matches, and so the change made to Warmel, a native of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Keep an eye on the bottom of your screen. Look who's ready to come back in.
Kyle Murphy is there by our 4th official, Rebecca Luther. And here he comes. And the physio staff for 901 FC doing remarkable work to get that bleeding stopped, because abrasions and cuts on the scalp line, whew, they will bleed profusely. Good news for 901 FC. Back to the full complement of 11 now in the 18th minute. Ball played through, and then the foul conceded by Tulsa. Tulsa has a midweek fixture next Wednesday. They will be at Atlanta United 2. Look at Leston Paul and Michael Salazar. This is Niall Lowe trying to get that through to Murphy. Held by Dakers. Intended for Gonzalez. And a throw in for Memphis.
So you went for a 6-mile walk today. You training for a 10K?
Not just like to be alone with my thoughts for about for about an hour and a half, and love the Germantown Greenway. Flicked on by Salazar. Murphy running hard, but will not be able to get there for 901 FC. DaCosta, through ball, trouble here, and Segbers again with a great defensive play. He concedes the corner, but better conceding a corner than a goal, and Segbers his second defensive gem of the match.
It's a good diagonal run by Suarez. Segbers swinging through on the backside to save that shooting opportunity for FC Tulsa.
See Kyle Morton on loan from Houston Dynamo. 2 prior seasons with St. Louis. Last season finalist for goalkeeper of the year. DaCosta. Low driving ball. Hit it out. Off of Tulsa, and so it'll be a goal kick for Kyle Morton.
It was interesting to see the corner kick set up for Kyle Morton because he had everybody at least 3 to 4 yards off of the line. He didn't station a player on the near post or the far post, so they've seen something in match footage where they're not going to try to curl that inside the 6-yard box. And now we've extended it now to additional half yard.
Morton is pushing the envelope. Well, this ball falls to Kisyadu. Kisyadu. Give and go. Shot blocked. Cleared, but kept by 901 FC. Gonzalez starts his run. Sends it through Murphy, trying to get a touch, but cannot. And handled by Warmel. Good thought trying to get it through to Murphy, but not quite able to get the boot on it. Logue sends that into touch off his head, and a throw in for Tulsa.
Would have been interested to see where this would have gone if he was looking to redirect it back across his body or to just flick it toward the far post. Looked like he was going to try to go far post with the left foot. That was a good angle. Warmel up to the task, reading that all the way. And that's a tricky one too. When you've got a guy that takes a whiff at that, that can throw you off on your timing.
Warmel playing soccer at a number of colleges. It's a high school All-American. Lowe back there for 901 FC. Good ball for Kisyadu, but then he's dispossessed. And no one to get on the end of the cross from Maloto. Maloto trying to link with Dario Suarez, the Cuban.
And he hasn't been shabby either. 4 goals, 2 assists on the year. So even both of their top goal scorers have combined for 6 assists. I mean, that's a pretty special number.
Yeah, offensively, they have been brilliant. Their defense has been suspect. That has been the issue. And as you had pointed out earlier, they have left points on the table. Leston Paul taken down, and the foul. Our Campbell Clinic injury report. Let's check it out. Mitch Guitar, John Berner, Roland Lama, all out for 901 FC. No injuries to report for Tulsa, although Joaquin Rivas is on international duty and is unavailable for selection. Campbell Clinic, a walk-in clinic at all locations, a Saturday walk-in clinic in Germantown, and an evening walk-in clinic till 8 p.m. in Germantown and South Haven. Check it out at campbellclinic.com.
can you confirm Roland Lama's been training?
He has been training, and now it's a matter of getting match fitness and timing back. Ben Pierman at training on Thursday was not going to give a timetable, but there is progress for Roland Lama. And a big collision there, and the foul is given to Kembo Kabato of Tulsa.
I think Leston was pleading his case, even though the foul wasn't against him. Leston reading the give and go very well. You said Kabato just
got that arm up.
Yeah.
Good call by Adam Kilpatrick.
Boy, he is being very particular on the restarts tonight, though. This is the second time we had the corner kick earlier, and now we've got the second. Kyle's not too pleased with that. I'm wondering if that conversation is, are you waiting till the other team is set up before we can play?
There's Adam Kilpatrick. Had a good conversation with John Berner. He's still got some time with that Achilles being casted before he can get a walking boot. Dakers crossing for Murphy, but nothing comes of it. Santos playing it back for Tulsa. And Loeb sending it out. And John Berner really giving as much leadership as he can. And Ben Pierman has said this goalkeeping group, along with Leston Paul and Mark Segbers, they are really the leaders of this club. And Berner just dealing with the difficulty of having your foot and ankle casted. He said it puts a whole new spin on your life just with the things that you need to do on a daily basis. It's a lot harder to do, and he said, I can't wait for that walking boot and be able to wear that walking boot. He did the guitar smash tonight, despite the fact he did it literally on one leg.
I see there's a third chair up here. The way he smashed that guitar, he's not coming up here, is he? He seems to be pretty aggressive this evening.
Well, he's a great guy to talk to, and we had a good conversation about the MLS and USL and professional soccer in the United States, and wish him all the best in his recovery. Very, very tough luck for him in the Atlanta United match here at AutoZone Park, forcing Mark Segbers to be the emergency keeper because Ben Pierman had used all 5 of his substitutions. And Tulsa with their most patient buildup of the match so far.
Been watching DaCosta, but I've been watching Suarez as well. Suarez is playing off of Loeb's back, and then you see Suarez over here by Zach Carroll. They've been making some diagonal runs. They've also been crisscrossing. So far, so good for Memphis.
Dakers on the ball for 901 FC. Gets it back. Maduro through ball. And nobody there, so a goal kick coming for Tulsa. And as we tell you, the USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud Project. They will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forwardforever-proud. Worrell, a .643 save percentage coming into tonight's match. Ben Pierman wanted 901 FC to be aggressive from the jump. I think aggressive they have been. So has not paid off to this point. He felt Tulsa would maybe try to work its way into the match, whereas 901 FC wanted to play on the front foot as much as possible, as quickly and as early as possible. It's still a 0-0 scoreline. Santos losing his footing.
Yeah, Tulsa's been the bigger threat so far. They've had 63% of the possession. They've had a couple of moments that were a little nervy for 901 FC. Of course, the clearance off the line by Segbers. Some good defending coming along the backside by Mark Segbers on a second opportunity as well.
See if he's extending that just a little bit.
You think he's out by the arc by the end of the half?
You can get away with it, you get away with it. Through ball deflected by Gonzalez, but it does get through. Maloto. And again, this is the weaker part of Tulsa's portfolio of skills, is passing accuracy. Trying to work patiently here. What a great tackle by Zach Carroll. Working against Dario Suarez, second season with Tulsa. He was their scoring leader last year with 8 goals. And we will take our hydration break here at just past the half-hour mark. And while they take a break, let's tell you that if you're on the road and you can't watch the match, you can turn on Sirius XM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and the brand new USL All Access, which are good with our good friend and recently married. Congratulations, Mike Watts and Devin Kerr, every Tuesday at 7 Eastern. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week, along with action from MLS, the Premier League, and the UEFA Champions League. That is Sirius XM FC channel 157 on your Sirius XM radio and the Sirius XM app.
So far, a lot of moments of anticipation. Statistically, they say just one shot on target. That's by Memphis 901 FC. I'm surprised that the clearance off the line by Segbers wasn't considered a shot on target, because it was going to go in if he wasn't there. Maybe that's considered a block.
Could be. One of the things Ben Pierman may well be telling his guys right now is we need to move the ball from side to side. That was one of the things that he mentioned specifically in training on Thursday. We have to move the ball side to side. This is a Tulsa club that concedes a lot of goals. We need more ball movement from side to side on the pitch.
And I think Odora is going to have to come into play on this. Leston Paul too, because we've seen Kisiadu on the left side. He's got trapped 2 or 3 times near midfield, and it's cost us possession of the ball. I think you're exactly right. They're going to have to swing it around to the right side. I know in the attacking third they've been working mostly the right side, but working up the pitch, it's been mainly on the left side, and we've been caught a couple of times getting using that sideline almost as an additional defender and getting ourselves trapped in a position where we've got to get back quickly. And Tulsa, with the goal scoring ability that they've got, they can move the ball very quickly in transition on a turnover. So yeah, I think lateral movement's going to be important for the rest of this match for Memphis 901 FC, because right now at this point there's really been no major threat for them in the attacking half of the pitch.
It is still warm. It is still humid here. So a much needed hydration break. And you saw that Murphy was being tended to. He now has a black bandage to cover that abrasion on the back of his head. Kisiadu trying to go for Murphy, but again, that comes to nothing. Kibato, and now a foul given here for 901 FC. There you get a look at Murphy. Took a knock in an aerial duel earlier in the half. Was off for a few moments. They had stopped the bleeding, but it started to bleed again, and so the head wrap for Kyle Murphy. Meloto will take this free kick for Tulsa.
In fact, this is a restart of the restart. The referee said you guys played too quickly, so hey, at least he's balanced.
Making sure that everybody is ready on the restart. Gabato dispossessed. Salazar in space, but again, 901 FC not able to link effectively with Murphy here in the first half.
I thought going down near the field before I even came upstairs, I thought the pitch played at a decent speed, but we're seeing a lot of passes go begging that aren't reaching their targets. I don't know if they're not stepping to the ball or if they're not putting weight on the ball, but it just seems like the ball, at least when 901 FC's playing it, is running a bit slower.
Kiss you do. Good ball there. Great work by Gonzalez.
Each week he does a little something, a little more that just makes him even more impressive, and just so glad that he's stuck through the injuries.
Well, this is some great stuff here. Segber's into the 18. Segber's taken down. And it is out for a Celtic crossing corner kick. Bluff City Mafia and company were hoping for something more from Adam Kilpatrick, but it's not coming. And speaking of our friends at Celtic Crossing, you're looking for a great spot to enjoy brunch, lunch, happy hour, dinner, or drinks. Heavy in the whiskey or Guinness, they tell us. And there you see.
It's a perfectly clean play with the outside of the right foot. That's great defense.
Yep.
So tell me more about the whiskey.
Well, they've got whiskey, they've got Guinness, and everybody knows it's in Cooper Young. Ample indoor and outdoor seating and TVs galore. It is a great spot to watch soccer. Bingo hosted by Kevin Cerrito. Nothing comes from the corner kick. Oduro wins it off the head. Niall Logue heads it goalward and handled by Warmel. So the bingo with Kevin Cerrito is every Sunday night from 6 to 8 p.m. So head on down to Celtic Crossing, Tuesday to Sunday.
Quick transition, falling short there. Offside, you had Santos. Even further offside was DaCosta. That got shut down very quickly.
I don't know about you, Tim Van Horn, but I'm in the mood for a celebratory punt.
It just seems like it's just a little bit colder when you're celebrating 3 points.
Yes, yes. Murphy among the league leaders in goals scored, tied for 12th. 5 in his account this season. His first in Memphis. Gonzalez is dispossessed. Santos playing it back and now settled by Matt Sheldon. Murphy. Oh, dangerous ball here. Oh, and the keeper with a tackle, and Salazar cannot believe that he's not being sent to the spot.
Now, I couldn't tell what the referee called. Did he call a goal kick or a penalty? I think he pointed out over the inline for a goal kick. Oh, it looks like he got the trailing foot of Salazar. But in the opinion of the referee, not enough.
Memphis has not earned a penalty this year. Tulsa has scored 2. They have conceded 2. And Adam Kilpatrick did not send Salazar or Memphis to the spot. And we play on a 0-0 score in the 39th minute.
I guess we're not carding for hip checks tonight.
Oh, Gonzalez ending up at the table near the 4th official.
And how does the...
well, we will get a card on this, and rightfully so. Santos will be booked for yellow.
Uh-oh. It looks like hopefully he can get back in. He's okay, but at first glance, I don't know if that was a twist, if that was a growing tweak. We'll keep an eye on Gonzalez here and see his movements over the next few minutes.
Murphy, kiss you do on it. Salazar, shot from distance, well over the bar from Oduro. Santos with the yellow card, our first booking of the evening. Sheldon, through ball. Oh, this is dangerous here as this Suarez runs onto it, but Segbers marks him. DaCosta gets it back, and this is super dangerous. Sets crossed and across the goal mouth, and there was nobody there initially, and Morton is able to scramble back on his line. Logue with the head. Oduro winning it with the head. Murphy trying to settle it, but Memphis can't wrestle possession away from Tulsa. Cabato to the edge of the 18. Memphis still not able to clear. Trying to get their defensive shape back. Santos playing it back. Salazar. Good work with body position there to win it back for 901 FC. Paul. And ball did not get through. Paul trying to keep it for 901 FC and commits a foul in the process. As we tell you, the Southern College of Optometry is proud to be the official eye doctor of Memphis 901 FC.
That was terrific goalkeeping on the other end by Kyle Morton. I don't know if we'll get another look at that, but what he did to put off the attacker, put him out of his comfort zone and forced him to rush a ball across the box. There was no help on the other end. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, and essentially the only thing that he could do.
Morton will come out and play this. Approaching the 43rd minute, there will be a fair amount of stoppage time because of the injury to Kyle Murphy. We also had a hydration break. As you look at Dario Suarez, club's offensive player of the year last year for Tulsa. And the ball falling to Murphy, but not able to control it into touch for Tulsa.
You know, if you're a neutral observer of this match, Tulsa's a pretty exciting team to watch because you can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to be very clever and work diagonal balls, not just short give and goes, but they're trying to work over the top of 901 FC. They're predictable, but they're not predictable because you don't know if they're going to go low or if they're going to go high. And Segbers is putting some serious mileage on the wing tonight. Usually he's marauding up and down the wing, but tonight he's having to provide some cover behind Zach Carroll and Niall Logue as FC Tulsa has been very creative with their short and small space opportunities.
DaCosta playing it back, spreading it wide. Eric Bird flaring it out into the left channel. And I think you have to tip your cap through this first half of play to the 901 defense. They have been equal to the task. There have been a couple of nervy moments for the home club.
We've seen times where that's gone awry in the past. But exactly, they've been up to it.
Segbers not able to win that ball. Ball sent in, far post, headed by Santos, but out. Tulsa with 65% of the possession, and their passing accuracy, Tim, is at 84%. That is well above their seasonal average of 76% passing accuracy. Suarez going wide to play that. Warmel. Uh-oh. Opportunity here, offside. Salazar thought he had an opportunity off the miscue on distribution by Warmel.
I think if that would have been played back by a Tulsa player, he would have been okay. Let's see what the fourth official says.
Check out our Miller Lite stoppage time. It's 6 minutes. 6 minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time have been added. Gonzalez dispossessed. Santos low with a great tackle. Then we play on despite the protestations of FC Tulsa. Salazar taken down at the midway line, and again we play on. And that is Marlon Santos, the Brazilian, and Salazar of 901 FC, and so that's why the ball was sent out, so that everybody could deal with their knock at the moment. Ben Pierman, show of solidarity, sartorially speaking, wearing black like the rest of the lads.
Going all in with the long sleeve at that, too, on a hot day like this. I'm sure his halftime talks got to involve unlocking the wings. Right now, Tulsa is doing a terrific job of closing down the wing. They know Memphis 901 FC has Gonzalez, they have Segbers, and they can exploit the wings. But Tulsa has been up for the task tonight, and they've slowed Memphis 901 FC down. I think they've really limited the chances and been playing some pretty good keep away as well. I think Michael Encian will be the happier of the two managers going into the dressing room.
Happy with his defense, but a bit perplexed as to their lack of goal scoring.
Good bit of sportsmanship by Memphis 901 FC. The scary thing, Pete, is I think once the first goal, not enough, but when the first goal happens, I think this game blows wide open. I think then you start to see, I think you see him put the pedal to the metal on both sides, and whoever is down by one is going to have to start taking chances, and you've got two sides that can make you pay.
One of the more intriguing numbers about FC Tulsa is that they are unbeaten. They are 4-0-1 when they concede one or fewer. Maybe an opportunity here. Salazar, the takeaway by Kisidu. Salazar looking to turn, and there's a ball to the wing. Dakers into the 18. Kisidu not able to connect. Salazar, a great win of the ball. Gonzalez battling for it. Raul Gonzalez making his way. Salazar into the 18. Now Gonzalez sends it goalward. It's headed in. It's in the back of the net by Murphy. Goal to the 901.
That's Memphis soccer right there. They grinded it out, fought through the tackles, and then look who scores. The guy who's bleeding out of the back of his head, Kyle Murphy, seals the deal for the first goal of the match. What a beautiful team goal. That is vintage 901.
It's a Chick-fil-A Mid-South goal, 6th of the season for Kyle Murphy.
I mean, look at Salazar fight off the tackle. Gonzalez, he just needs a half a step of space. He's got it. Murphy just needs a half a foot. He's got it. 1 + 1 = 1. One heck of a goal by Kyle Murphy.
Memphis this year 3-0-1 when they score first, and for the first time this year 901 FC scores in stoppage time in either half.
Amazing. And you saw Kyle Murphy point to his bandage. I think there's going to be a run on headbands down at the team store at halftime. It may become an accessory for Kyle Murphy if that continues to bring him some good luck.
Perhaps, but got to close the door here in first half stoppage time, as Tulsa has found the back of the net 3 times this season in first half stoppage time. They are dynamic, they are explosive, and this is Santos. Niall Loeb blocking that into touch.
And Santos is not happy. He thinks DaCosta's run ran too deep and allowed Loeb to basically throw his leg out in front. I think also, Pete, we have 6 minutes, but I think that's a minimum because we had a stoppage time for a couple of injuries in stoppage time.
Right, so this could go maybe to 8. And we're 5.5 minutes in. So they're probably a couple minutes, I would imagine. DaCosta, that's blocked. Murphy, does Memphis have a counterattack cooking here? Salazar dispossessed by Belotto. And Salazar has been all over the pitch tonight.
When we look back at this goal, and when Ben Pierman looks back at this on Sunday or Monday, I think he's going to see Salazar fight to win the ball, and 30 seconds later, that's when the goal occurs. Salazar has been critical to Memphis 901 FC's last 2 goals.
A smile for Kyle Murphy. A bad knock that necessitated him going out, and medical attention to the back of his head. Came back with the headband, and his 6th goal of the season. Bluff City Mafia loves it. We have reached halftime at AutoZone Park. 1-0 to the home club. Kyle Murphy driving it home past Austin Warmel.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards them.
She loves to come and get the bag and trots right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're 2-legged or 4-legged.
I still think I can sell the car myself. This is going to take all day. And I have big plans. Brunch, bubble bath.
At WeBuyAnyCar.com, selling your vehicle is always fast and fair.
And a nice pedicure.
All done.
Don't trade in or sell by yourself. Go to WeBuyAnyCar.com now for a free online valuation. Get in, get out, get paid.
Jason, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more?
Cool.
So what are you waiting for? Michaela Maroney to get your Frisbee off the roof?
I'll get it.
Whoa.
Here you go.
Thank you, Michaela.
Dude, get it. I'm not getting it. You get it. You threw it. It's your Frisbee.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex.
Here to help.
Don't burn down the duplex. Terminex.
It is halftime at AutoZone Park, and the first ever meeting between Memphis 901 FC and FC Tulsa. A 1-0 scoreline. Kyle Murphy, his 6th goal of the season, which means smoke from Bluff City Mafia. All right, well, we've got our LeBonner kid captain, and tonight we have not one, but we actually have two. So let's meet them. That's Ashley Frizzell and Lindsay Taylor. They are with us as our LeBonner Children's Hospital captains of the match. They work as RNs on the infant and toddler unit at LeBonner. Both have worked with LeBonner for the past 12 years. Ashley and Lindsay, Memphis 901 FC, excited to have you watching our match today and helping us cheer the team on to victory. Memphis 901 FC, proud to support LeBonner Children's Hospital, and thanks for all you do, the vital work of nurses at LeBonner Children's Hospital. Well, they're happy, and the home crowd is happy so far. 1-0 to the 901 FC. Back with a look around the league and more after this.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
The 18, DeMarcus Sargent goes to his left. Hard strike, and it's in the net. 2-1 Oakland.
Split shit, another massive stop. Scoots deflected, and a big save from Rawls. As Asante takes this on. Oh, that's a tremendous goal from Solo.
First ever episode of Stoppage Time. I'm joined by Memphis 901 FC defender Mark Segbers. You are around your teammates almost every day. So from your point of view, who's the one guy on the team that has the best sense of humor?
You wouldn't know it by looking at him, but I think Kyle Murphy is the funniest guy in the locker room by far. And I think I would get a lot of votes on my side if this had been to be a competition.
How about the guy who takes the longest to get ready in the locker room?
Dre Fortune. It's hard to get him out of the shower, let alone get him dressed, but he definitely takes the longest.
Who's the one guy that catches the most heat from you guys?
Francis. Poor Francis. He doesn't even deserve it, but once he walks in the locker room, someone's saying something, the guy just keeps a smile on his face and keeps it moving, but he takes the most heat, and I think he handles it the best also, so kudos to him for having to do that day in and day out.
Who would you say is the biggest team leader that kind of gets you guys together, gets you hype when you're in need of it?
I would say JB. John Byrne was definitely that guy that made sure day in and day out we had the right focus, the energy was there, the vibes were up, so we're missing him a little bit right now, and we're all trying to kind of step up and make that up for him, because we know that every day he brought it for us, so we're trying to do the same.
Soccer stadium, because they do the same thing.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards him.
She loves to come and get the bag and trots right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're two-legged or four-legged.
Memphis 901 FC Soccer is brought to you by Terminix, Defenders of Home, and by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Welcome back to AutoZone Park. Got to start them early. Teach them the joy of footy and the joy of a 1-0 lead. Memphis 901 FC with the advantage over FC Tulsa. Let's get a look at what's going on in the championship. Make sure that they're settled. Yeah, Dad's got you all settled. Solomon Asante, Player of the Week. 1 goal, 3 assists. Phoenix Rising, a 5-0 victory over Galaxy 2. And, of course, 901 FC trying to extend to a 4-match unbeaten streak. They had that win at Birmingham, draws against Atlanta and Indy. And then up next, boy, Tim, 901 FC owes Sporting 2, because that was a home match that really 901 FC felt they left points on the table.
Well, and they got away, and Sporting KC got away with 1 because they finished with 11 when they should have finished most of that match with 10 guys. And yeah, I think Ben Pierman and the guys are going to go in, and they're going to have a chip on their shoulder going in to Children's Mercy Park to take on SKC 2. That's going to be a Sunday 4 o'clock kickoff Central Time.
And let's get a look at the Chick-fil-A scoreboard. See what the results are to this point. Birmingham Legion, a 2-1 decision over Indy 11, so Birmingham strengthens its hold in the Central Division. Hartford Athletic over the Miami FC, and our good friend Jeff Caldwell, assuming he was in goal, another clean sheet for him. I believe
he was
number
in goal.
4, I think, for him. Tampa Bay over Loudoun United, and at halftime, a divisional matchup of interest to 901 FC. OKC and Sporting KC2 are 0-0 at halftime. Boy, it'd be a great night for 901 FC to get all 3 points and move their way up the table.
And in the way they played in the first half, no reason they can't do it.
Exactly. Let's look at the first half stats. Possession solidly on the side of Tulsa, but Memphis. Ben Pierman wanted a more aggressive club in the final third. Certainly the shot numbers would bear that out.
I think so. They've had some opportunities, even in a couple of callback because of offside. Also, the goal by Memphis 901 FC, I think that's exactly what Ben Pierman's looking for. A very physical, very gritty performance in the attacking third. He wants to see more of that. I think when it comes to passes, though, they're going to have to do a much better job. 70%, they have been below par tonight. They're going to have to unlock the wings or be able, as you mentioned in the first half, switch sides quickly to be able to exploit FC Tulsa. Now with a 1-goal lead, there are going to be more opportunities come second half.
And Tulsa, their passing accuracy well above what they normally do. So that's something that 901 FC will have to address. They've kept a clean sheet so far, but we still have 45 minutes to go against one of the most dynamic offensive sides in USL Championship Soccer. Back with more in a moment.
Forecast, plenty of sunshine through today with seasonal.
Rush hour will never feel the same. Experience thrilling performance from our entire line of vehicles at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Get special offers on the 2021 RX 350.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
After an injury, when you're stressed and your emotions are running high, you may not realize how easy it is for the adjuster to cheat you out of what you need to protect yourself and your family. Once you call me, you're protected. Make that call. Let's get it all. 888, we fight. We mean it. 888, we fight.
The demand for healthcare professionals have never been greater, and Concord is training the next generation of heroes to answer the call.
I was able to start, graduated within 13 months, and I was starting my new job within a month of me graduating.
Concord blends online classes with safe, hands-on training so you can start your career, often in less than a year.
I love Concord because it made me a better person. Now I feel like I'm really unstoppable. I can do whatever I put my mind to.
At Kroger, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best of the best will do. But just because you can't get any higher than perfect 10 produce, that doesn't mean that we won't try. Because Kroger produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Well, to Peabody, the Ducks are asleep, probably, right about now. But it's pretty lively here in downtown Memphis, Tennessee at AutoZone Park. Memphis 901 FC, 1-0 advantage over FC Tulsa. And there were some nervy moments for Kyle Morton and the Memphis defense early, and Mark Segbers again to the rescue.
Yeah, that's a terrific save off of the line because that's going in. Kyle Morton turns, very heads-up play to make sure that he covers up, and then here comes Segbers again to the rescue as Suarez is trying to make a cut toward goal. He cuts him off at the pass, and then Gonzalez with the first threat of the night for Memphis 901 FC. Colin Murphy couldn't get a left foot to that, but it wasn't their last opportunity. They were very aggressive in the attacking third.
No, Segbers very aggressive, wanted a foul there in the 18, but no decision that way. And then Salazar again aggressive. He wanted a foul in the 18. And then Gonzalez with his beautiful service here, and Murphy sends it to the back of the net. Head coach Ben Pierman downstairs with us. Ben, one of the things you wanted and mentioned to me in training on Thursday, can we get the ball side to side on the pitch? Did you see enough of that in the first half?
No, not enough. You know, to be fair to Tulsa, they moved the ball quickly. I heard you guys referencing the chance we cleared off the line. That was poor defending. We had to step our line a bit higher. Their rotation confused us, and really it was, in my opinion, the first 15 minutes was a pillow fight from us, and that was unacceptable. But to be fair, we responded. We got back to a couple little details, and then we really grinded a couple things out, created more and more chances. We didn't have the possession like you referenced in your question, but we had more of the chances. So, you know, for us, we've got to be a bit more selfless on the ball, 2-3 touches, move it quickly. I think they're going to be a little bit more aggressive and open themselves up, and if we can get into their channels and transition.
Good luck in the second half, Ben. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Ben Pierman, good enough to join us as his club with a 1-0 advantage. Pillow fight is not a description I've heard for soccer, but...
And then what did he say at the media event earlier this week? They were gagging or something?
They were ready to go? The club was gagging to play at home.
Is that a millennial or is that a Michigan thing? I don't know what that is.
Well, they were eager. They were eager to play at home, and they have given the home supporters something to cheer about with the Kyle Murphy goal. But again, and this is the substitution. We were talking before we came back on the air. We saw Francis Atuahene getting warmed up, and Kyle Murphy will go out. And we're not going to speculate on the nature of the injury to Kyle Murphy. Obviously, he did take a knock to the back of the head. He was bleeding, and they had to put a bandage on it. So I don't know if that is the full reason for the change with Atuahene. But we know that Murphy, the goal scorer, is off, and Atuahene, the Ghanaian, making his 11th match appearance. And 6th in reserve. And
Kyle got his money's worth at the end. He left it all on the pitch with that stoppage time goal for Memphis. Atuahene I think he brings a little magic. I think last match he provided some opportunities and opened some things up for Memphis. So this could work out well for Ben Pierman. It's nice to be able to have a little bit of depth on the bench in Atuahene.
This is just the third time that 901 FC has led at halftime. They are a 1-0-1 when they have the advantage on the score line heading to the team room.
Atuahene offside. Very eager to get into the action.
Atuahene with 12 shots, yet to open his account at 901 FC. Originally drafted by FC Dallas in 2018, and he's been playing in the championship each of the last 3 seasons. Played his collegiate soccer at the University of Michigan. Salazar. This is played for Atuahene. Atuahene marked by Sheldon. Going far post, but too far. Trying to link with Dakers. And a goal kick coming for FC Tulsa. Tulsa trying to get back on the winning side of the ledger. A 2-1 defeat to Oklahoma City last weekend. They got the equalizer in stoppage time from DaCosta, but then they conceded the match winner in the 6th minute of stoppage time for their 5th defeat of the season.
I think at this point, with the whole second half left to go, I think FC Tulsa is going to feel good about at least having a couple of peeks at the goal. I think they're going to keep doing what they've been doing for the next little while. I think for at least the next 15, 20 minutes. I don't think there's any radical changes they need here. Just a 1-goal game, and they do score goals. And if you didn't notice just a minute ago, I don't think Warmel got the memo that you can set your goal kick up. Just a sconch off the line.
Duro for 901. And again, I'll re-reference this stat because I do think that it does bear repeating. Kisidu can't keep it in play. Garcia sending it back to his keeper, and very nearly a miscue by Warmel. Kisidu can't quite get to that. Jadama can, but now Kisidu is on the ball.
Good pressure and good work off the ball by Raul Gonzalez to let Kisidu get to that.
But FC Tulsa is unbeaten. They are 4-0-1 when they concede 1 or fewer goals. You have to score against them. They do concede quite a bit, and again, for a team that has 19 points and 6 victories to be -2 in goal differential, it's somewhat perplexing. Long run for Salazar, but Garcia beats him to the ball. Corrales working along the touchline. And Tulsa able to break out of its own end, but Niall Logue, great work there against DaCosta. Logue pushing forward, directing traffic, trying to get a through ball there to the left side to link with the Tuahene, but that lacking. Maloto. Triple marked, dispossessed, and the foul actually is going to be given to Maloto. As we tell you that Ghost River is a proud partner of Memphis 901 FC.
Gonzalez is down in the middle of the pitch.
And Raul took a knock in the first half, and now the training staff is being summoned. He got hip checked into the table on the sideline in the first half, resulting in our only booking of the evening. A yellow card to Marlon Santos. So Gonzalez receiving some attention. And while they do that, we'll tell you that the United Soccer League, all 31 championship clubs and its players, stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change through the United Against Racism campaign, visit uslsoccer.com.
We'll keep an eye out for the sideline, because the obvious substitution would probably be Andre Reynolds if he needed to come out of this match. Which, if that's the case, that's going to leave Ben Pierman with one more substitution opportunity where he can sub up to 3 guys at one time.
And Gonzalez is walking toward the bench area, favoring that left leg.
Looks like that's going to be it for Raul Gonzalez.
And there is Andre Reynolds on loan from the Chicago Fire. And really unfortunate for Gonzalez. And we talked about it during the Indy 11 match. His service had been so much better, and credited with the assist on the Murphy goal. First assist of the season for Gonzalez. Dakers sends it across, can't link with the Tuahene, headed away by Sheldon, and then played back to Warmel.
Gonzalez has been getting the lion's share of the minutes at left back, but when Gonzalez was on international duty with Puerto Rico, I thought Andre Reynolds came in and did a really serviceable job over on the left side. So he's no stranger to that position. I think that's a good fit. They are going to miss Gonzalez, though. He's been very good on the left side for 901 FC, but again, a little bit of depth on the back line is going to be very helpful here in the last 40 minutes.
So the two players who combined for the only goal of the match, Gonzalez with the assist and Murphy with the header that found the back of the net, both of them are off, presumably due to injury. Dakers in a big collision with Santos and a very quick restart. DaCosta, a curling ball that bounces into the hands of Kyle Morton. DaCosta could not get good pace on that, and it was curling away from the frame anyway. Reynolds has that one taken away momentarily, but a throw to Memphis. But Memphis turns it right back over to Tulsa. Only home match of the month of July for 901 FC.
Come thick and fast in August, though. It's going to be a fun, that's going to hopefully be a very fun month for the 901 faithful.
And there will be 5 matches at home in September. DaCosta. Good ball movement side to side from Tulsa. Trying to unlock here. Corrales. Maloto. And nothing cooking for Tulsa. No substitutions yet for Tulsa. I was talking earlier about how that was the first stoppage time goal for 901 FC. Dakers trying to settle it. Dakers taken down. Goes to ground anyway, and there's no air in the whistle, so we play on now with Tulsa trying to counterattack. DaCosta. That left-footed strike well over the bar. Memphis doesn't score in stoppage time. Tulsa concedes in stoppage time. That was the 7th time they have conceded a stoppage time goal this season.
Oh, boy.
And now Niall Logue is down.
Here's another look at that drive by Suarez. Curling effort, but that one was going high and outside from the get-go.
Niall Logue, who joined 901 FC on loan from El Paso Locomotive on June 29th. And I never like to see a player grabbing for their knee. And speaking of stoppage time, we're going to have a lot here in the second half.
Now the question becomes, can he continue? And if he can't, that's going to do it for Ben Pierman's subs. And does he make one substitution, or does he make multiple and empty his arsenal? But hopefully we're not going to get to that bridge. But yeah, we're going to have a good bit, and we'll probably have a hydration break too.
I think the record we set last year was 9 minutes of stoppage time. That may be in jeopardy.
Well, the Indy game came close this year. The first Indy game, remember, with all the smoke bombs? In fact, we thought it was a gender reveal party. There was so much smoke behind that goal.
Well, there was both red and blue, so we weren't quite sure.
Yeah. Twins, fraternal twins.
That's Tim Van Horn, ladies and gentlemen. He's got jokes.
All right, so Logue is stepping off here. And maybe
getting attention now to both knees.
think he's going to try to get back into the game if he can. Now the question is who gets the ball on the drop.
And Logue is still off the pitch behind the byline. And Morton will restart. And so for the moment, 901 FC with 10. Salazar wins it with the head. Dakers, now Kisyadu. Atuahene, right-footed strike and way too much underneath it and into the crowd for a Tulsa goal kick. And Logue has come back on. I figured, Tim, this might be a battle of attrition because of the heat and humidity, but Memphis has taken some knocks. That's knotted on. Kisyadu.
That was going to be a tough ask with 3 defenders.
Yeah, Sheldon was there with the deflection. Well, Ben Pierman said the first 15 minutes of this match was a pillow fight. The first handful of minutes of the second half have been anything but for 901 FC.
I'm not even going to try to compare that. I'm guessing he didn't call it a pillow fight in the dressing room.
No, probably not. But that's just how Ben Pierman handles his club. Look, he said, look, we were good against Indy 11. We got a point. We were upset we only got a point, felt we could have gotten 3. He said the result, you know, was a just one. But we just have to get better, and that's a starting point. The victory over Birmingham, that was a starting point. We need to get better every single match, and that has been the consistent message from Ben Pierman. And if you are a player in any sport at any level, the consistency of the message that you get from your coaches and mentors, I believe that is the most important thing. If they are doing a, you know, flavor of the month when it comes to coaching, then I think you have issues. But Ben Pierman has been super consistent in his messaging to this team.
Would it be fair to say that his messaging to the media has not been platitudes, but when he says we got to get better, we are getting better, that we are seeing something tangible out on the pitch?
Have our first substitution, Bradley Bourgeois. He is on and Kevin Garcia is off. So defensive substitution for Tulsa, their first substitution of the match. Well, the thing of it is when Ben Pierman says we did something well, you know that they really did something well. Now here's an opportunity for Cabato, but he's dispossessed. When he pays a compliment, it means something. Paul.
Smart play by Atuahene. First half, Memphis 901 FC was getting blocked down the line. He saw he couldn't win that race down the line, turned back, found Leston Paul. Memphis maintains possession.
And then possession was in short supply in that first half. Ben Pierman said, you know, we didn't get it side to side enough. Segbers. His toe poked away. And so Memphis will make another substitution. Dre Fortune, returning from international duty, will come on. Leston Paul will go off. And then you see Skylar Thomas there as well. And he will come in for Niall Lowe. So we have passed the hour mark. Dre Fortune appearing in his 7th match for 901 FC. And Niall Logue perhaps due to whatever injury he sustained. And Leston Paul goes off, fresh legs.
Yeah, I think that's the first time he hasn't been on the pitch since he came on as a sub for, you know, arriving pretty late into the preseason. It almost takes an act of Congress to get Leston Paul off. So there must be something seriously bothering him to need to come off.
Kiss you do. Long strike, and it's parried away by Warmel. But it'll be a Celtic crossing corner kick for 901 FC.
Let fly on that one. Warmel is happy that he saved it, but he is not happy with his defense. He was screaming at them to close him down. And he wasn't yelling at the back four. He was yelling at the midfield sitting in front to not allow him that space to fire from distance.
And so now with Gonzalez out, who normally would take the corner, Fortune will take it for 901 FC. Outswinger, headed once by Thomas, could not get to it a second time. Segbers, good win of the ball. Fortune. Oduro. Then we play on. But then a foul there by Zach Carroll.
He's going to go in the book for that one.
First booking for 901 FC tonight. There you see the long lash. It was curling, may have been wide of the frame. We'll never know because it was parried away by Warmel. So the yellow to Zach Carroll. Mo Jadama played with Atlanta United 2 last year. So will Carroll and the 901 FC back line, will they be equal to the task tonight, trying to deal with this dynamic Tulsa offense? Intercepted, through ball Salazar. Fortune turns. Atua Hene. And now Fortune. And that's out for Celtic crossing corner kick. I think this is the aggression that Ben Pierman wanted in the first 15 minutes that he didn't get.
Yes, yeah, I think this is exactly. I think you see Kisiadu has stepped up his game. We see Atua Hene very aggressive down the wing. Adoro and Fortune. Could be a good opportunity here for an in-swinger by Dre Fortune. This is going to be on his right foot. You got a couple of hosses there in the middle, and Skylar Thomas and Zach Carroll.
Low driving attempt. Salazar couldn't work with it. And then a foul on Dakers.
And that, in one graphic, is how you stop a counterattack.
Yes. the professional foul. Corrales. Bourgeois, tracked by Fortune.
Memphis pressing with two up top. Atua Hene will join in from time to time, slowing down Tulsa.
It's nicely knotted away by Zach Carroll. See if Memphis can get a counterattack going here. Salazar, little give and go with Kisiadu, and sends that ball into space. And that will be out for the goal kick for Austin Warmel. As we tell you, for the W, starting next spring, the USLW League providing increased equity and opportunity for women looking to pursue careers in soccer both on and off the pitch, comprised of clubs from across the championship, League One, League Two, and new expansion markets. They're set to begin play in more than 30 communities across the United States. Head over to uslwleague.com to learn more.
And I guarantee you some of the women that we've seen in the Olympics from many of these countries will be in that league coming up.
U.S. women's team with an emphatic result against New Zealand today.
Say what you will, Kilpatrick is very consistent with his restarts.
He's waited for both teams to be properly set. Salazar on the wing. Physical battle there. Salazar still in possession. Salazar, and that'll take a touch. And it'll be a Celtic crossing corner kick for 901 FC.
Great work by Salazar to win the ball back. I thought he was going to be stripped of the ball down the left wing. He didn't give up on it. Turns, creates his own chance, and now Memphis 901 FC with yet another corner here, keeping the pressure on with a little bit more than 20 minutes to go, remaining on the front foot against FC Tulsa.
Sixth corner kick for 901 FC tonight after they managed just one last Saturday in Indianapolis. And there's the touch.
Tell you what, they're lucky that if that would have deflected low, that was going near post for a goal.
This time Dakers will trigger. Nice in-swinger and hit it out of danger for Tulsa.
Looks like they're going to call a foul on Zach Carroll. Or a little bit of a nudge.
Into tonight's match, Tulsa third. Oh, trying to get to DaCosta. DaCosta. And Memphis doing a good job of team defense there. Kisidu goes to ground. We're coming into tonight's match, Tulsa third in the Central Division, the top four in each division making the playoffs with 19 points. Memphis with 13. But a victory tonight, because Indy 11 did lose tonight to Birmingham. 3 points tonight for Memphis would pull them even with Indy 11. And a dangerous moment here, but the foul is given to Tulsa. And I know we keep saying you get 3 points, boy, you can really move up, because the bottom four teams in the division are separated by 3 points. Indy 11 with 16, Atlanta United 2 with 14, Memphis and Sporting KC 2, who we will see next Sunday, are level with 13 points coming into tonight's action. Salazar with the head, but nothing developing there.
Good news is Memphis still has games in hand on much of the division. Not all, but most.
They only have one, I believe. They only have one in hand against Tulsa and one in hand against Birmingham, but multiple games in hand against the rest of the division. They will have 3 more meetings with Tulsa. We will become very, very familiar with this Tulsa side. August 25th in Tulsa will be the next meeting.
So we're just bringing cots up here for September.
Might as well make it comfortable. We'll what was the line from Marty Feldman and Young Frankenstein? If you throw pillows. Very aggressive play and a foul on Corrales. These two teams, as I said, will meet August 25th in Tulsa, October the 2nd in Tulsa, and October 27th in Memphis. And Leo Fala is on. And Kembo Kabato comes off. Second substitution for Tulsa. Atuahene into the 18. Atuahene with a layoff, and that shot didn't get through with much pace. Took a touch en route to the keeper Warmel off the boot of Andre Reynolds. Memphis continues to play on the front foot here in the second half.
Second week in a row, Atuahene has been a spark for Memphis 901 FC.
A late substitution in Indianapolis. Memphis tried to see if they could sneak away with all 3 points. They were unsuccessful in that.
The spin move was terrific, but then the layoff, just on the outside of the foot. Andre Reynolds goes with the inside of the foot, left deflected, put a little extra English on it. Warmel up to the task. Was able to bat it down and smother.
But here comes 901 FC again. Atuahene. Reynolds on the ball for 901. Segbers wants it on the other side. And there's that side-to-side movement that Ben Pierman wanted. Segbers trying to get it through. And then trying to win it back. And which way are we going to go? It'll be a Tulsa throw in. And Rashawn Dolly comes on and Salazar out. Salazar, I think you would be fair in saying, Tim Van Horn, his work rate was off the charts tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's been terrific. He's created his own chances. He's created chances for others. His work up top on pressuring FC Tulsa, never allowing the other team to get comfortable. And tonight, no exception. Another great shift put in for Salazar.
And now for Ben Pierman, you're hoping that everybody can stay hale and hearty for the final quarter hour plus. Because you are out of substitutions. Made all 5.
Now they got to dig. Now they got to dig down and figure out, okay, who's going to be the heroes for the rest of the match. They've all got to step up here the final 15 minutes.
Well, and this is a Tulsa team, and coming out to play that is Morton, as DaCosta was looming. This is a Tulsa club that they have gotten fully a third of their goals in the final quarter hour of the match, including 3 in second half stoppage time. And we will have a very big dose of Miller Lite stoppage time at the end of this half.
And we have not had a hydration break this half, right? I don't recall us having one yet.
I don't believe so, because as Logue was being tended to, I don't think we had a hydration break. They played on. We have not, and we're going to have one now. We will have a hydration break now in the 77th minute. Well, we talked about the schedule, how busy August and September will be. Next Sunday afternoon at Sporting KC2. Again, a team that you are tied with in the table. Then at Oklahoma City. Those were 2 matches that Memphis felt they left points on the table, and they are looking for payback. Then Haji Berry and the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, easy for me to say. You talk about a dynamic offensive machine. Home to them, home to Birmingham. and then the return match at FC Tulsa.
Colorado Springs, that's going to be a tough one. That's a tough draw. Haji Berry, if you think DaCosta's a handful, if you haven't gone to ESPN Plus and seen Haji Berry, you would thoroughly enjoy watching what they're doing and scouting them before Memphis 901 FC plays them, because he is a handful and then some for sure. Leading the championship in goals, I believe. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's been in double digits for a while, and he's pushing closer and closer. I think he'll easily hit the 20, maybe even the 25 goal mark by the time all is said and done in 2021. The sleeves are inching up higher and higher for Ben Pierman. He started off full long sleeve length at kickoff. If we get too much ahead of time, that may become a tank top.
Well, the hashtag in social media is Defend Memphis, and that is job one right now for the home club.
2-1 possession still for Tulsa. Through the match, about 67-33 in favor of them. 901 FC's passing still around 70%, but to be honest with you, it feels like they've done a whole lot better in the second half. We've seen a lot of 1-2 sequences that have been going back and forth for Memphis, and that they've maintained some better possession.
Yeah, I would have thought that the number would have been better in the second half than what we're seeing.
I think we just saw Donovan Ricketts on the bench, one of the assistant coaches for FC Tulsa, former Bradford City goalkeeper, two-time MLS goalkeeper of the year, played with LA Galaxy, and also a legend on the Jamaican national team too.
Lucas Coutinho has come on. Segbers wearing the captain's armband. Had that spectacular clearance off the line in the first half to keep the scoreline 0-0 until the Murphy goal in first half stoppage time, officially 4 minutes in. Ten minutes plus remaining. Memphis 901 FC in their first ever meeting with FC Tulsa. Just their fourth home match of the season, trying for their second home victory of the season.
Keep an eye out for what Memphis does on defense.
And a foul there as Corrales goes to ground.
You won't see it on the set piece, but Memphis 901 FC playing in 2 blocks of 4. Well, a hybrid midfield block of 4. We see a Tuahene. He'll creep up and impose a little bit of high pressure on the attacking left side, but Memphis holding their shape here in the final 15.
DaCosta. Loose in the 18. A turning attempt by Bourgeois is turned aside.
Now Segbers is down in the box.
And the training staff is being summoned for Mark Segbers. Memphis is out of substitutions.
Did he take the shot in the chest or the kidney? He's pointing to his side, it looks like. Don't know if it was a ball or if it was a player with a push. Ben Pierman seems to think it was a push or an elbow.
See if we can get a look at the action, and Ben Pierman is still Upset with one of the assistant referees. It's hard to tell. Segbers was going down to one knee, and it looked like a bit of an awkward stretch.
No, he didn't take the shot in the kidney. Looked like that was Alexis Holt walking off, and she didn't seem too concerned. He's going to need a moment or two to compose himself, but it looks like Segbers will get back on here almost straight away.
But for the moment, Memphis for the third time tonight playing with 10 because of an injury.
And Segbers is back on now, so that was brief.
Okay.
But still, that's the third time tonight Memphis has been down to 10 men due to injury.
Blessedly brief.
Oh, that's
Carroll.
That's a nice turn right there, Pete, for a clearance. Good shielding of the ball.
Foot race won by DaCosta. Corrales sends it in. And a big collision as Morton parried it over the bar, and now he is down, but soon to get up. Was that Skylar Thomas who's down?
Skylar Thomas is down, yes. And here comes the ball in. The flag went up on this. That's an offside play, offside call.
And it was Thomas who actually, the collision with Morton.
Looked like maybe he got scraped across the face, Pete. I don't think that was a blunt force. I think that was might have simply just been the straps of the keeper gloves, because it looked like it was a glancing shot more than anything else.
You had said we may need a cot in the month of August and September here. We may need a cot tonight because the stoppage time is going to be considerable. In the 85th minute, but we may be looking at double-digit stoppage time tonight.
I think we may be looking at going to the Circle K and get more bags of ice for the team tonight. I think as banged up as they've been tonight, this has been a very brave performance by Memphis 901 FC. It seems like every 5-10 minutes we've got a guy going down, and now at this point there's no, you have to finish the match. There are no subs left.
Foul to Tulsa.
I think you just play possession here.
You certainly don't want to risk anything by being overly aggressive. We know just how dynamic Tulsa can be. That's headed far post and then cleared away. If I am looking at this correctly, Tulsa has been clean sheeted just once this season, a 0-0 draw on the road at Oklahoma City. And the home club, with injuries, digging down deep. And that misplayed, and it'll be a goal kick for Warmel. Remember, Tulsa got a stoppage time equalizer last Saturday against Oklahoma City. It was DaCosta in the first minute of stoppage time, but then Tulsa conceded in the 6th minute of stoppage time to drop a 2-1 decision. DaCosta, and that's well played and sent out. Jorge Corrales throwing in for Tulsa.
You know, we talk about the captain, Leston Paul, but I think I've been a bit remiss in talking, you know, not enough about Dominic Oduro.
And that one is headed out. An opportunity there goes lacking for Tulsa.
I think Dominic does a lot of the same things that Leston does. Maybe doesn't draw as many fouls because Dominic won't hold the ball quite as long as Leston does, but just getting in there and just doing the dirty work. They're both terrific sitting in front of the back four, and Oduro, I know he's not the captain out there right now technically, but he's definitely playing a leadership role for the club. Good hustle play by Dre Fortune, forcing Warmel to sky that one. I think that was over into
row L. No, it's not a souvenir, son. Got to throw it back.
You got to appreciate the creativity of Section 103, though.
Bluff City Mafia pounds the drums. Segbers. Dakers. And Segbers playing a little two-man game. Fortune. And that was behind Rashawn Dolly.
They got to get back. Tulsa's got some numbers if they push.
Tulsa on the push forward. Santos. Going far post, knotted down and saved by Morton. Oh my, Kyle Morton potentially a match-winning save. A lot of soccer left, but for the moment, keeping the clean sheet after this brilliant nod down.
Great footwork, didn't cross his feet. If he would have crossed his feet, he would have been completely hung out to dry. Good footwork, gave him a chance to reach back and palm that one down.
But again, another attack, and it's going to be out. Last touch by Memphis. Just tuning in, a lot of injury time accumulated here in the second half, so this job is far from complete for the home club. That's headed away, but still kept by Tulsa. Waiting to get the announcement on the Miller Lite stoppage time. 9 minutes. Settled by Suarez, but a push in the back and a foul on Tulsa.
I think you send this one down toward the Hernando de Soto Bridge. Just get this away from the goal. See if you can put that on the head of Dolly.
Morton. Well, he tried to get it to Dolly. The whistle stops play. Adam Kilpatrick, been very light on the bookings, but I think he's been consistent with his decisions tonight. No argument there. Bluff City Mafia chanting 901. Segbers back. Dakers in a foot race. Dakers was grabbed from behind momentarily by Melodo.
We've been waiting for that all night. That's a great run down the wing, Pete.
Yes.
It couldn't have come at a better time.
Suarez with 4 goals in his account. He is dangerous. DaCosta with 7 goals on the season. Those would be the 2 targets, the 2 most dangerous men for FC Tulsa.
Good hold-up play by Rashawn Dolly. You've got a Tuahene in the middle. You've also got Dre Fortune on the far post. So if they're looking to take a shot and try to clinch this thing, Ben Pearman's got them set up if they see the opportunity.
Segmer's on the throw in. And that'll be a Memphis throw.
It's in a dangerous spot, too. This is almost like a glorified corner kick coming in. I think Dre Fortune will probably take this one. If not, maybe Dakers. We'll see how many. Up a goal. Now the question is, how many do you put forward, and do you just touch the ball and try to kill more clock? Because you still got a good 6 minutes that you've got to burn if you're going to seal the deal.
Yeah, that was not a throw-in. That was a foul, so it will be a free kick coming from that spot, and Dakers, as you said, simply touching it. Fortune playing it back. Opportunity here. Oh, and that deflected off the boot of Oduro. The more precious seconds peel off the clock. 3.5 minutes into the 9 minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time. .901 FC trying to close out an exceptionally gritty and gutty effort against one of the most dangerous offensive clubs in USL Championship soccer, and getting very physical. And this is going to be called against Dolly. And Adam Kilpatrick is going to go to the book.
Is he going to give it to Dolly for dissent? It looked like Dolly stiff-armed the FC Tulsa player, but he was vehemently protesting it. I don't know if that got him in the book or not. Nonetheless, I like to see this out of Rashawn Dolly. Like he has done his job and then some up top. He's been very aggressive and dropping back, playing defense, and love to see the physicality out of him.
Memphis with a 3-match unbeaten streak on the line. Santos. And off the byline, knocked out by Sheldon. So a goal kick for 901 FC. Bourgeois. Ailing as he gets to his feet. Corner kick. I beg your pardon, for Tulsa.
All hands on deck for Memphis 901 FC. You see Warmel. You can see the faint blue blip at the top of your screen. He's almost near midfield.
DaCosta peels away. Outswinger. Got by everybody. Coutinho. Chipped. Headed off the bar. A golden opportunity for an equalizer by Tulsa. And headed off the crossbar 6 minutes into stoppage time.
That's a terrific cross by Coutinho. The header off of the bar, the forward spin of that takes it out of play. So even though Morton reaches up and slaps it, the ball is already dead at that point. It's a goal kick because it's not where you catch it. It's essentially once it crosses the line, it's out of bounds.
Mo Jadama got his head on there. He is returning to Tulsa, had played with the club when they were known as the Roughnecks, and now Dominic Oduro is down. Jadama with A brilliant opportunity, but 6 inches too tall. So forget the 9 minutes of stoppage time. We will get into double digits here.
Well, I called this one wrong at the beginning of the match. I thought this had the makings of just an all-out sprint, and this has been basically, as you called it earlier, a battle of attrition.
Yeah, we would not have been surprised with a 3-2 score line, something along those lines. If you would have told me 1-0, I would have been very surprised at your prognostication. So Duro is off for the moment.
So this is the 4th time Memphis has been down to 10 men due to injury.
Dolly, and that forcing Warmel to come out and play it.
Yeah, I think you're right. This could add easily 1 more minute on top of the minimum of 9.
This could be quite the story for 901 FC, but they need to make sure that the final chapter comes out to their liking. Atua Hene. Kisyadu. Now Dakers. Dakers double marked, and that's out for a goal kick. Again, 9 minutes of stoppage time, but there's going to be more with Oduro, who's back on the pitch. Skylar Thomas winning it in the air. So now we wait for the final whistle as we have passed 9 minutes of stoppage time. Adam Kilpatrick will look at the watch. He says, okay, now you can restart.
And here comes Warmel again. He's going to be just off of the center circle. Now he stepped into the center circle. We'll see if he creeps in
That's
closer.
cross deflected and in on Kyle Morton. And Morton covers. DaCosta screaming at one of the assistant referees.
You're not going to get that call because even if it hits a defender, there's no way that defender knows anything about it. And looking at that original play, the arms were down near the side for just about all the 901 defenders. It's almost like they knew something might be coming.
Memphis gets a throw in here, approaching 10 minutes of stoppage time. Ben Pierman wants to know, when are you going to blow the whistle? Kilpatrick says, I'm not ready to blow the whistle. And there it is, the final whistle. Full time in Memphis and 901 FC. A gritty, gutty 1-0 victory over FC Tulsa. A 4-match unbeaten streak for the home club. And for just the 2nd time this season, FC Tulsa is shut out.
Wow, what a finish, what a match. Kyle Murphy with the match winner. He goes out after bleeding from the head, scores the match winner, and then the rest of the team plays just as gritty the rest of the way out. This has Kyle Murphy's signature written all over it. What a night here in Memphis.
Well, Kyle Murphy got the goal. Kyle Morton got the clean sheet, his 2nd in his 3rd start in goal for 901 FC. Wow, what a great story and a great win for 901 FC. They get all 3 points courtesy of Kyle Murphy in the first half.
Goal to the 901. That's Memphis soccer right there.
Someone loses their life to an accidental overdose every day in Shelby County. But if caught in time, a life can be saved with Narcan. Narcan is a legal medication that can easily be administered to a person who has overdosed, even if they're unconscious. If you or a loved one needs Narcan, call 901-495-5103 or visit one of our convenient SafePoint needle exchange locations listed on the screen.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution.
Oh my, with Chase Freedom Unlimited, I earn all this cash back? Oh, I gotta tell everyone. Hey, Rita, you can earn 3% on dining, including takeout.
Bon appetit.
Hey, Kim, you earn 5% on travel purchase through Chase.
Way ahead of you.
Hey, Neil, you can earn 3% at drugstores.
Buddy, I'm right here. Why are you yelling?
Because that's what I do. You're always earning with 5% cash back on travel purchase through Chase. 3% at drugstores, 3% on dining, including takeout, and 1.5% on everything else you buy. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Memphis gets its fourth victory of the season, now 16 points on the season. And our Buff City Soap man of the match, he's not the guy who scored the goal, he's not the guy with the clean sheet, but the guy who had two huge defensive plays, particularly this one. Mark Segbers, our Buff City Soap man of the match.
Yeah, without his two defensive plays, there is no match winner. A couple of clear-cut opportunities for FC Tulsa. And of course, Segbers, he's played goal himself. So no surprise he's able to keep it off the line because that's what Mark Segbers does.
So now 901 FC with 16 points, pulling them level with Indy 11 in the 5th spot in the Central Division, as Indy 11 was not able to get a victory tonight. So the home club takes all 3 points. Kyle Murphy in the 4th minute of first half stoppage time. And even though Memphis wildly outpossessed, far more aggressive offensively, you look at the number of corners, shots on frame. Yeah, 2-1 in passes, but at the end of the day, 1-0, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and Memphis had its opportunities. They took advantage of it. And this is indicative of a Ben Pierman team. More shots on target. He's been saying that since day one of preseason. We got to get shots on goal. He wasn't thrilled with the number of shots on goal in the very first game against Birmingham, and we've seen that progression as the season's gone on. He said it's a work in progress. Tonight is that work in progress with fruits of their labor here at the end of 100 minutes. Not 90, 100 minutes.
And Tim, what stands out about this is that Ben Pierman's hand was forced an awful lot tonight because of all the injuries.
Oh, no doubt. Because of Murphy, you had Leston Paul, who was injured as well. And, you know, that's just the beginning. But, yes, he had to essentially react very quickly. But it seemed like all the strings he pulled were correct. I thought Francis Atua-Henning was fantastic coming in for Kyle Murphy tonight. Very aggressive, unlocked the wings. Exactly what Ben Pierman had wanted to do in the second half.
Remember, we win, you win with sticks. Get a free appetizer with a purchase of an entree when 901 FC wins. They do tonight, 1-0 over FC Tulsa. For Tim Van Horn and the rest of our crew here at AutoZone Park, I'm Pete Pranica. Thanks so much for watching. Kyle Murphy with your match winner in first half stoppage time. 1-0 to the 901. Good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.